There we are, just got everything all set up. That is the wrong button on. There we go. Annyeonghaseyo, everybody. Welcome to Soul Searching with James. I'm actually very chill right now. I've got some nice lo-fi beats. I'm ready to use those lo-fi beats to study and work to. My plan today is to actually get through the first lesson on how to study Korean. So in my last stream, I went through some websites that were for sort of more formal learning. So I had a couple. Some of them were better for like studying for like the actual language proficiency exams. Some of them were better. Some of them were like behind a paywall, so weren't quite as good. You know, there's lots of, there are lots of options, but I think sorry, I just noticed a bit of fluff on the top of my monitor. Really could do with having a dust. Yeah, that's my plan today, is going through the first lesson on the howtostudykorean.com. But yeah, the howtostudykorean.com website, where by the looks of it, everything is free for me to use. And they've got a mobile app, which I haven't checked out yet, but I will do. I'll go through the sort of what it does. Oh, there's a workbook. Oh, it's a paid workbook. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I think there's like some of it's paid for, some of it's not, but that's not the end of the world. Let's just actually make sure my mic is picking me up properly. I'm going to, before I do that, I'm just going to go onto YouTube. Oh, that's cool. So, yeah, I'm listening to the Lo-Fi Girl playlist on Spotify because it means I don't have to deal with ads. But there is a Pomodoro study with me Lo-Fi Girl stream for those who go through use the Pomodoro method of sort of like short bursts of working. I've just got to text. Yeah, right, let's just go on to YouTube Studio. I want to actually see what my stream is looking like at the moment. Content live, that's the one. Oh yeah, I still need to go through my one from a few weeks ago. I'll try and do something next week, but my fiance is back home for Christmas soon. 2 weeks before it, which is great because it means I get to spend more time with her, but it means I will be away from the Right, I'm just gonna pause my music for a second so I can hear myself. So this is me with a test with the music. Okay, this is a second test with the music. I kind of want to see how this goes. Okay, this is a second test with the music. I kind of want to see how this goes. Okay, this is a second test with the music. I kind of want to see how this goes. Cool, I'm fine with this. I can go off. I'll listen back to it later to make sure it's not actually that bad. So that can go off. That can go off. And that is quite bright on me at the moment. Yeah, it's purely the white screen. I'm not going to do anything about that because it's not important. Yeah, right. So I've got my little Korean exercise book. I need to actually do a fun little design at the front. I've got my starting bits. Oh, I do need to actually fix the white balance on this. That is very bright. Video broadcast, because I think it's an NVIDIA thing. Video. I'm just going to actually just change my light. That's probably what I'll do it. That's a little better. I'll go with that. It's a bit warmer. You can actually, you know, there's some colour in my cheeks. But yeah, so I've got my my exercise book with what I've currently been working on here. And now it's just big Unit 1 at the top. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Unit 1, Lesson 1. And if you want to just chill and work with me, great. You want to chill and work with me, then that's great. If you don't, that's also great. If you want to interact, go for it. If you don't want to interact, it's perfectly fine. We're just here, we're chilling. So without further ado, let's get on to so I'm just going to have the music on in the background and I'll just be working through this. Hopefully getting into a nice format that works for me in terms of like looking back at stuff. So, basic Korean sentences. There's videos that I can listen to later as well. So start with lesson 1. I knew one of my pens was running out. Wait, back up. Then if this one goes, then, well, I will figure it out. So, vocabulary, and then, so for this... Ooh, PDF. Oh, gotta... you know, gotta buy them. That's fair enough. But, you know, if you're providing all of this free and, you know, make your money. So we've got... yeah, this pen works. Hanguk or Korea. I'm just going to copy down the word for now, sound it out in my head. And then this just builds up a bit of vocabulary, which I think was that's the bit that I was missing from my just trying to listen to things. It's fine, but if you don't have like a base level then it's basically just white noise. And that was my problem. So I was listening to things like the Brother Yoon podcast that I've got. I wasn't expecting to understand all of it, but the fact that I understood none of it. Outside of occasionally in one of the history ones hearing the word Hanguk. It's like the one that I know is just like Hanguk, Korea, yes. Then it was talking about sort of Korean people. I think it was Korean people in Japan, or something like that. Sorry, have some tea. It's just it's basically white noise, and it's fine in terms of hearing, just being able to be exposed to a language, but without any like bits of knowledge that you've just sort of learned, then there's not really a lot you can do with it. So we've got city, which is doshi, and I think if I click play, I can hear it back.
도시,
Toshi. And I'm deliberately not writing the romanization. So that one is ilum.
이름,
It also gives me used to like actually writing out Korean, because I'm still not used to like having to like space out for a lot of the things. So let's have this here. So we've got name. So we've got Cho,
저,
which is I or me. More formal, so that's and that one is Na.
나,
Yeah, so that's Na, so that's the informal version. I was meant to write vocabulary above this. Oh well, it's fine. I can do it for the next one. And then you've got 남자.
남자,
남자. Got 여자.
여자,
Got E, which is this.
이,
And then this one is ne. Oh no,
그,
K. Getting another text there. Right. That one's that. And then you've got Cho. That, which is when something is far away. So it looks like that over there. I think these I'm just gonna copy just as I see them, just to be sure that I'm doing the right thing. And then you've got that was a Bachim rule, if I remember rightly. So this would be cup, cut. So cut.
Cod. Cod.
So it's like almost like a glottal, not like a uh-oh glottal, but like it's like a front. There's probably a name for it. I'm not a linguist though, so it's cot. You've got this thing, that thing, and that thing, which is just the combination. I'm just going to skip those. So we've got and then this one was we. Yeah. It was Uicha.
의자.
Is it? I just got that wrong. No, I just missed a bit. No, I just think it might be wrong. I don't know. Either I'm wrong or it's wrong. Because to me that's Uicha. This is Takcha.
탁자.
Takcha. Got teacher. So it's Son. That's Sonseng. Sonseng. 님, 선생님.
선생님.
선생님. Some of these I will just have to memorize, which is a bit of a pain, but so we've got So that got ch. That's chimde. Chimde.
침대,
Chimde. At least I'm getting to reading it. You know, am I slow? Absolutely. But I'm reading it. And that's kind of the point of me writing out all of these, is that not only am I getting the writing down, but if I am writing them, reading them through, then that's getting my reading and writing up. We've got house. That's Jeep.
집,
Jeep. It's quite a few in this, but then so with this they try to front load a lot of the things, but then they'll only use stuff they've already covered. So it means you're not having to, like, other than the stuff that's being introduced, you don't have to, like, worry about, like, things that they've just propped out of nowhere. Someone's car, so that is cha.
차,
Got person. That's Shiram. Shiram?
사람,
Ah, I missed that. Saram. Got book. Is check.
책,
User, this one. Oh, this one's a bit trickier. Oh, I think I know why. Because this is just gonna be like from the English. Come you
컴퓨터,
well, that's what it says in the tin at least. So then we've got and that one is Amu.
나무,
I think this one is probably going to be from the English as well. Sopa.
컴퓨터,
That's computer.
소파,
China. That's new. At least I've not necessarily seen that in that combination, but I guess that would be how you add the like ung to like the or u sound. So that is Jungkook.
중국,
Jungkook. And then Japan. 일본.
일본,
일본.
문,
또 문. Doctor. Is 의사?
의사,
의사. I'm gonna have to double check what the pronunciation of that one is. And then we've got student, which is me. I'm a student. Well, right now I am. Student. So we've got thing is right now, because I'm trying to write everything out neatly, it's not how you'd actually write it realistically. So students, we've got 학생,
학생,
학생. And then we've got some very important ones. So we've got Ida. I'm going to put a star next to that one. That I know is very important. And then that one is the double. Nah. Okay, nah. Nah is yes. And 아니 is no.
아니, 네,
네,
아니,
아니. Listening vocabulary. Greeting words. So, words for hello, thank you, how are you, and please are actually quite difficult. grammar. So I'll just use the stop. Greetings. So then you've got that's not. So that I got my feet caught on the cable for my light because it's a USB one, so it has, and it's not very long, so it has to come across to get to my little plug that I've got. Right, so we've got 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. Obviously, I'm writing these again more as practice, and I'm trying to, as I say, avoid using the romanization in any way. So I could just write, "Oh yeah, 안녕하세요," there, but that's not what I want to do. I'm trying to actually learn, not do anything else. Not just trying to like get by. I want to actually learn. You've got thank you, which is 감사합니다. 감사하다. Write down all of these. These are all ways to say thank you. So we've got 감사합니다. 감사해요. 고마 고마위. Got and then 고맙 Oh. Oh. Mario.
고마워요.
고마워요. Oh yeah, I can't read. 고마워요. But how are you? There we got Chur. Cha. Chi. Neseyo. Neseyo. 자, 니세. 자, 지니세요.
잘 지내세요?
잘 지내세요. One way to greet somebody is to ask them if they've eaten, which will come up later in lesson 21. So how many lessons in this unit? Yeah, there's 25 lessons in just unit 1 alone. That's why this is incredible, because if I do 2 lessons a week, then there's still 3 months worth. Two lessons a week, 25 lessons. 12 weeks, about 3 months. Yeah. Come on, James, you can do maths. Yeah, it's yeah, there's a lot of content. Let's have a look actually at Unit 2. Yeah, there's another 24 lessons in Unit 2. It's 200 lessons. That's insane. Might have to bump it up to, so even if I do 2 lessons a week, that's 2 years. Wait, hang on. 2 lessons a week. 100. Yeah. About 2 years worth. And that's if I do it every week. Absolutely doable. And I think like the later you go on, the more sort of particular it will be. Yeah, because I'm looking like lesson unit 8. Common contraction that creates a motherly tone. So this is definitely more about like native speaking, which sort of stuff I will get later on. Pseudo noun, express more than one noun or verb. Oh god. Yeah, it's like this goes deep. There's a lot of stuff here. That's why I would recommend it. At least by certainly the looks of it. And it's the sort of thing that you can go through at your own pace. It's got videos, do listening practice. It's really good. And then we've got please, which is 제발. 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 Sentence. Okay. So this is going to be the big takeaway from today. That verbs and adjectives are placed at the end of a sentence. Every Korean sentence every sentence or clause must end either verb either. I'm only halfway through. This is really cool. Verbs like every verb, every adjective, and either. These are the only words in Korean that can be conjugated. All of these end in the. Many ways to conjugate a verb, that's fine. That's more for looking at formality. It's Korean particles. Then we've got the subject marker. Use none. The last letter as well. So we've got I speak Korean. I Ida. Lesson 52, you will learn that the process for quoting a sentence with ida is different than with verbs and adjectives. Wow. Okay, this is quite tough, so I'm gonna have to read through this again. It's almost like a noun indicator. So, I'm a man becomes 나는 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 남자이다. 나는 남자이다. To use a space. examples with Yudar. Focus of this lesson in 2, 3, and 4 introduce you to simple Korean sentence structure. Into which lessons 5 and 6 will not be exposed to the conjugations and honorifics of Korean verbs, adjectives, and Yudar. These words are rarely used without conjugations and honorifics, so this is the basic, this is like baby talk, which, you know, gets you fine in a lot, like, it gets you through a lot of things, you know. You know, if you were to separate something that's quite complex down into very short sentences, you could probably, you know, get by. Will you sound like an idiot? Absolutely. But will you be understood? Probably. So, if you were saying, like, obviously some of these words I won't know, but like if you're lost and you're trying to look for and you're looking for a particular shop, so you can like rather than, oh, can you show me where this place is, that's probably, you know, it's quite simple. But if you were to like go to somebody with like very limited English skills, or, you know, and your very limited language skills, you could just go, I am lost, I want to shop, I like blank, and then you just go, where? And between those very short like bits you can get by. So this works. So examples with Yudar.
나는 여자야. 저는 여자예요.
Totally beneath it. 나는 that's I, subject, and then we've got so these will be conjugated. Texts. structure. With Ida. Cool. That's quite similar to Japanese then. So you've got for here, there, and similarly for this and that, you got koko here, soko for there, asoko for like over there. So it's just the same as that, really. That's quite easy to understand. Do you remember that same word? Yeah. Using these with a noun, they are separate words. Thing. I think I've written this much since I was at school. However, the difference is, this is something I'm doing for myself, and I want to learn it. Is it going to be tough? Is it going to be boring at times? Sure. Do I care? No, because I'm learning a new skill. Oh wait, no, I did write a lot of notes at uni as well. So that's this. Thing. And that thing over there. The word. Okay, the word thing isn't necessarily in the English translation, so I like that. So a thing could be helpful. Using blah 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 in a sentence. Yeah. So this thing, that thing, it's imagine, because it's talking about things like places and times where it's also the same. So if you say that time, this time, it's the same sort of thing where it becomes a pronoun or a noun of some type that you can use. Do I have to do these? Right, that's my last bit. I need to finish my tea. I've forgotten about this. You know, I'm going to copy down these example sentences. Just to, again, it's to get that, reinforce the idea of sort of how it all fits together. To do that, there's...
그 사람은 의사야. 그 사람은 의사예요.
Yeah, so I can, if I do this, then, you know, it's 7, 8 sentences. Write down 8 sentences to get it in. Yeah, it's got to be an element of repetition with things like this. But even this acknowledges it's an extremely difficult lesson. So the fact that so I'm going to write these down as technically correct examples, purely as examples of these, but the conjugations will work on later. Yeah, I'm looking at some of these are like, oh no, that's just the link to the soundbite. That's fine. So realized I have been streaming for quite a while, so I'm gonna, yeah, I've been neglecting everybody else. Right, let's crack on with these. So we've got that person is a doctor. But sa la moon the moon 그 사람은 의사이다. This is a teacher. I'm going to just do 7 because it fits nicely onto one page. And then I'm just going to do a quick flick through for the camera. Look at all these words I've written. I English good. I Korean good too. Read. So we got that is a bed. Later. we go. So today, just to round it all up, I've started Unit 1 and done Lesson 1 of howtostudykorean.com. I've got first page, I've got all my vocab, then I've got the rest of my vocab, notes, I've got the common greetings, so I'd say like hello, thank you, how are you? I've got bits about particles, sentence order, then I've got quite a bit about the verb to be, so that's ida and how that is actually used in a sentence, this and that, including this thing and that thing to make them sort of a noun, or to be able to use that and this as a noun, so like this thing, that thing, some examples, and that is that. There's some sentence practice that I can do, which I'll probably go back to another time. Got some reading practice, YouTube videos. Again, that's the sort of thing that I'll go back on to try and sort of reinforce. So I'll go through the actual content, and then, you know, throughout the week I can watch some of the, or throughout the next couple of days I can do that. But yeah, that's been actually quite successful. So that is it for my stream tonight. That's lesson 1 down. Really good website. Hopefully I'm going to be doing 2 of these lessons a week, just to see how it goes. If I find myself forgetting things, I might do it 1 lesson a week, and then what I would have done for my second lesson is to then go back to do like the YouTube sessions with it. I do also want to make videos. I actually do need to finish making my. I've done all my research. I need to just do the actual recording and editing of the talky bits for my recommended podcasts to listen to for Korean immersion. But yeah, that's that. Hopefully people have, if anybody's joined in, that they've enjoyed this study session with the beats, quite calm, me just sat here working and saying my thoughts out, which is basically what this is all about. It's for me holding myself accountable, being able to vocalize my thoughts, being able to think things through a lot better, and hopefully make my learning a lot better. If you have watched this, let me know any designs that you think that I can do on my Korean notebook. I can get a Sharpie and start drawing things. I can draw a little Korean flag. I can draw whatever. Yep, thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Thank you all.